Yes. Well, again, this is Angel here, sat of course in Oldenburg with Mr. Michael Schenker.
We speak in English?
Speak in English,
okay.
Yes. I'm glad you can speak good English too. Yeah. Well, again, Dankeschön for taking the time out.
Thank you.
To chat with myself, because I know you're very, very busy. You've got a very busy schedule. 2 dates last?
Yeah, a really bad routing. Every trip is like 400, 500 kilometers.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're back in Belgium, is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's a long...
Even further, yeah. It's kind of crazy routing.
Yeah, I know. And of course, when I found out you was up here in Oldenburg, because I'm only down in Bruckhausen-Vilsda, staying with family, and then I find out you've got one of my favourite bands supporting you, Absolver.
Oh really? Yeah, it's nice.
I did an interview with them back about 3 weeks ago, and they were saying they're on tour with you, and I thought, cool, so we'll push that, the tour over in Germany with them.
Okay.
But you've been, like I said, started out years ago with, of course, Scorpions, then to UFO, and then to do your own fantastic stuff. Fantastic music.
Thank you.
The last time I did catch you was in, I'm going to go back now about 4 years. You played Pontypridd Muni
Sounds familiar.
Pontypridd Muni Arts Centre. It was about 4 years ago. You had, I think Chris Glenn was on.
Okay, was it with Gary Barden?
Yes, that's it. It was back about 4 years ago.
It was it like what, 2008?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think probably after our release in the Midst of Beauty, maybe after that.
And of course you got new stuff now. You got the Temple of Rock.
Well, the latest we have just finished recording a brand new album with this lineup with Dougie White and Herman Rebel, Francis Buchholz, the original Scorpions rhythm section, and we have just done. It's going to be released in November, and it's going to be called Bridge the Gap.
Bridge the Gap. So it's a new album coming out.
Yeah, heavy and fast.
Heavy. That's the way people like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the way people like it. Now I know yourself. You're playing a festival in Wales very soon. In July.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at that schedule yet. I'm focusing on this tour, but there is some festivals coming up. Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because where the studio is for myself is only like 7 miles away from it.
Okay.
So, and it's a very good festival as well. The Steelhouse Festival.
What's it called?
The Steelhouse.
Oh, great.
Planet Rock's Steelhouse Festival.
Ah, that's the one. Yeah, no, I remember now. Yeah.
Yes, on the 28th. It's 28th of July. So if anyone wants to catch hold of you, they can catch you there. If they're not catching you on this tour you're doing, of course, it's another. How many more dates are left on this now?
I'm living today.
As the day goes by, you're just getting through it.
I kind of check. I think when I come home, when I get back to the hotel after the gig, I look at what I need to do next.
And where you're going next.
Yeah.
And most people would know you, of course, by your trademark Flying V guitar. Now, that has got to be one of the biggest honours, is to have the Flying V and being known for that. Because you say Michael Schenker Group, they know who you are, but then they go, oh, which one's that? You go, oh, the guy with Flying V. They go, oh yes, I think they're fantastic. And a few people know I was coming over here and knew I was going to be doing this interview. They were like, your man, you're lucky. You're lucky to be interviewing the guy. He's such a legend. And you are such a legend in its own right, because you've toured with some great bands. You've got your own, like I said, the Michael Schenker Group. Plus you've had a lot of good support bands touring with you. You don't seem to pick anything bad to go with you, do you?
Well, I actually don't pick them, to be honest.
And your lineup.
My lineup.
Yeah.
I thought you said support.
Well, you mean support bands and your lineup as well. You seem to have a good lineup all the time.
Well, I make sure I get great musicians, whoever is available. Obviously, in the past, I couldn't always keep the musicians that I pick for making a record or to make a tour, because I'm not in the commercial, I haven't been, like album tour. I had my own momentum, and so sometimes there is long periods of not anything happening, and I can't afford to keep people on a retainer if we don't do anything. And then when I want to do another album or do something, then they are already doing something else, and so sometimes I have to be able to find new people, And
you always do seem to find some great new people.
But this time we have a pretty stable. This is growing into a pretty stable formation at this point in time, with Herman and Francis and Dougie and Wayne.
And we're all working good.
And so it's kind of like we did the DVD that we released. Started all off with Temple of Rock release. I think it was 2011.
Yes.
And with Herman, you know, that's how it started. Herman and Pete Way were in the band, and then as a rhythm section. And Pete Way, he was not doing too well, and then I asked Herman, what is Francis up to, and he was available. And so, you know, because I said, you know, it would be nice to have you know, as many original members of the Scorpions to do the Love Drive songs, and so like he was available, and then Doogie and I, we started to cross paths, you know, ever so often, because Michael first was doing one of the parts of the first European tour we did like 1.5 years ago, and then he signed a solo deal. And anyway, so like Doogie started to appear more often, and then we did the whole European tour, and we got better and better, and then we started thinking of making an album together, and we did. You know, we started recording last October last year, and finished in March, the end of March.
So pretty long recording session.
Well, you know, including
making sure it's all perfect, and
you know, putting the pieces together, and yeah.
So that is coming out very soon.
Coming actually not very soon, but it's ready.
It's ready
to come out, but it won't be coming out until November unless you know they decide to put it out a bit early. Yeah.
Early. Well, that'd be good if they can get it out earlier. That'd be nice if they can get it out a bit earlier for people.
Yeah, they may be ready to bring it out earlier.
I got to ask this as well: is how do you remember so many lyrics for the songs?
I don't remember any lyrics because I don't focus on them.
So I mean, but with the guitar riffs and things like that, how do you?
How do I remember the music or the notes? You mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's down to memory. No, I don't know. It's you know, when I put a set together, you know, obviously I listen back to the songs and relearn them if I've forgotten them, but they usually come back pretty quick because they're already in there. I just have to get to the foreground.
Remember that little bit of a poke to get to know what they're doing in there. But I mean, it's got to be so hard though, with so many, like you said, is songs, to pick the ones as well for taking on the road.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. Like, actually, it's always, for me, it's pretty easy actually, because you know, it's down to balance.
Yeah.
Like this time we do Temple of Rock Love Drive reunion, so you know, we do the Love Drive songs, we do UFO Strangers in the Night, Budokan. It's the most popular of my involvement, you know.
With the bands that you've been in.
It's UFO Strangers in the Night, Budokan, MSG, and Love Drive album from Scorpions.
But it's also the songs, a lot of the songs are the ones that the fans like and
well, the most popular, you know, so that's
so they're singing along.
It's basically, I go by live albums, you know, because that seems to be, when you make a live album, that seems to be already the most popular songs of all the studio albums. So you have already got the most popular songs. They're going to be released as a live album. So when you put a set together and you have done, like I'd have with the Scorpions and UFO and the MSG, you know, I usually refer to the live albums. And,
are you going to be releasing a live album of this tour? Are you going to be doing a live album on this tour?
No, because we just released the DVD.
So there's a DVD out there
in March.
So people got the chance to catch the live show.
Somebody's going to bootleg something, but
no, don't they always though? But people can download the song tracks as well from iTunes for a couple of pence nowadays, isn't it? They can go to the internet and download from off any of the legit sites and pay. But then you got those out there that have got the illegal ones where they're just stealing.
I don't know how it works. I don't really. The only thing I do on websites is on computer is internet. I mean the email thing.
Oh, email. That's it.
You know, I communicate with the business on the business level. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing you do. So there's somebody else runs your. I know you've got a Facebook page. You've got your.
Yeah, Taro, my son, is doing the Facebook page.
And your Michael Schenker himself.
Yeah, that's my website. You know, of course, that's something that I'm involved in, but I'm not going outside of my own.
You're just sticking with doing the general
business, my own
people.
business.
Just emails what you need to do, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't get lost in it. I don't want to get lost in it.
I can't.
It takes a lot of energy out of it.
It does, and I'll be honest, running around takes a lot, and being on the road as well, that's got to be very tiring. How do you do that?
Well, it's you just it is this routing is like 400 or 500 kilometers from concert to concert. It's crazy.
I was going to say, how do you relax in between?
When you get a chance, you just go to bed and sleep.
I was going to say, is it just sleep? Of course, because you've got the bus, you're driving, you haven't got to do the driving, somebody else is doing that. You can relax and chill and just look at the beautiful
I go by
scene.
train.
You go by train?
Yeah.
Oh, even better then.
Yeah,
Get there
it's
quicker.
pretty nice. I kind of like it.
You get there quicker though by train, can't you?
Yeah.
So it's a lot better, isn't it? And there's some beautiful scenery.
If it's big cities from A to B, that's great.
That's easy.
But if you play smaller ones and you start off on a small place,
and you end up.
and you have to kind of take a what's it called, regular.
Changing trains and that.
Yeah, you have to go with a slow train to get to a bigger city, and then you take the
bigger one then to get to.
ICE, go to the next biggest one, but then you have to find your way to the smaller place.
And then to find your way to the venue as well. From
Taxi.
Taxi.
Yeah.
Do you still come out and meet up with the fans now after the set?
After my set?
Yeah, do you know after you finish your set now playing tonight, will you come out and meet up with the fans to say hello?
Well, I do VIPs. We usually have people that we deal with that are guests, and then and then you're gonna make your way to the hotel as quick as you can, so that you're gonna get up at 7 in the morning
to travel
to get to the next place,
to catch the next train, as you say. So catch the next train to the next place. Well, Michael, I've got to say it's been a pleasure chatting with you. I can't wait for you now, because like I said, it's next time anyone wants to catch hold of yourself, Mr. Schenker, would be at the Planet Rock Steelhouse Festival in Wales, if you want to catch him in Wales.
Ah, in Wales it is.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Wales.
Because I couldn't quite figure out. That's
have
the
a beak, have a something farm up right up on top of the mountain. Beautiful scenery from up there, so you love the scenery when you're up on there. They've had some. What's it, third or fourth one now, and they've had some cracking bands up there, and of course they got yourself up there this year, which is good, which is a pleasure. I'm hoping I can catch you up there on that one. That'd be great. Or if not, we'll get you in the studio, do an acoustic set.
Yeah, we have actually one song. We have done one like a year ago. That was actually kind of before The Devil Knows You're Dead. We did acoustic version in Germany.
Yeah.
It was kind of really funny, but it worked. It really worked.
Well, maybe when you're down on that date, we
have to practice it again first. Because I'm playing an acoustic to get something across. It's a different.
You can play full on electric if you get there early.
No, but electric in the studio.
Oh no, we have the full facilities to do full electric.
But anyway, it's like if you do something acoustic or do something electric, it's two different approaches, and so you can come across really good doing something that sounds good electric, but you rearrange it a bit, you can make it really good acoustically,
Well, we'll try and sort that out then. I'll keep in contact with your son.
Okay.
Sort out when you're down. We'll try and get you in on the Sunday early enough to bring a nice little acoustic set for us. It'd be great. Oh, we look forward to that one. I was asked by someone as well, one of the listeners asked me, they said, be cheeky and ask for one of his plex. One of your guitar plex.
Plex?
Yeah.
Andre keeps them.
Yeah, they said, be cheeky and ask for one. I thought, I can't ask them.
Go to Andre. He keeps my picks.
Yeah, you'll have to point him out to me. But Michael, it's been a pleasure again to chat with you.
Thank you very
much. Can't wait to catch you at Wales, but anyone else can catch you now on this tour in Europe, which is Belgium now. I think Belgium tomorrow. Is it 2-3 dates in Belgium? I think it's 2-3 dates in Belgium. Is the schedule coming up?
Oh, this is the last. Hasn't got the new pages on it.
France, basically European tour. Michael Schenker's on the road. You'll catch him around somewhere in one of the venues, or you catch him on the train.
I've got another one here. There's one here. Look.
These are the dates.
I've got sketches all everywhere. In every pocket I have a sketch.
Let's keep you busy. Let's have a look, see what we got here. We're now May the 9th.
Might not be the latest update.
The 10th there we go, this is easiest. The 10th you're in Belgium, the 11th you're in France, you've got 3 dates in France, the 11th, 12th and 13th, 2 in one place, so that's pretty good. So you haven't got to travel too far. 14th, again in France, yes, so you've got 4 in France really. Switzerland on the 15th. Back to France for another 2 days.
Some of it is a travel day, and some of it is a day off.
So these 3 like are all in the same place. So you're pretty cool on that one there.
Yeah, but I think that is travel day probably.
Could be. Yeah. But then you're in Turkey as well, Sweden, Holland, and of course Shepherd's Bush Empire in the UK in May.
Yeah.
At the end of May that is, and then of course June you're Spain.
June we go to South America.
Madrid, yeah. And the 3rd you go home.
Yeah, after that we go to South America.
And after that you're back out to South America.
Yeah.
Wow.
And as
That's
we go,
crazy.
they're adding more concerts.
So you're straight out to South America after you finish?
It updates every 2 weeks.
Well, it's good to keep busy.
Absolutely.
It's good to keep busy, that's the main thing. And of course, Steelhouse Festival in July the 28th as well. So I'd be glad to, like I said, it'd be a pleasure if we can get you into the studio to do a little acoustic set. Maybe just 1 or 2 songs would be fine. We'll push you for a full one, 2.5 hours.
Just give us a fair warning so I can get ready with Dougie and Wayne.
Yeah, I'll email, like I said, I'll email your son, let him know, see if we can get you, like I said, get you sorted, get you in, and we'll see what we can do with all the acoustics. That'd be great.
Thank you.